and I'm excited to bring you the fourth video out of 4 in the series of maximizing your marketing during the coronavirus. Our previous topics have covered areas such as remaining in touch with your target audience, reviewing your brand fundamentals, and also making sure that you're sharpening your saw during this time. I was very impressed with the response I got from the community on additional tools that you are finding in order to up and strengthen your marketing skills game. So thank you so much for your input on that. Today, what I want to talk about is conducting a marketing health check to maximize your ROI during COVID and, quite frankly, even post-COVID as well. And there's several reasons why I thought this topic is especially relevant at this time. First, I'm hearing from many marketers that their budgets have been significantly reduced during this time. And that means that with the dollars you have, you certainly want to stretch and make sure that they have the greatest impact as possible. Or some of you, quite frankly, are in a position where you have a budget and you actually are finding very low advertising costs right now. And so you might be relooking at your media mix in light of the supply and the demand that is out there. And then lastly, I think it's really important to just do a holistic marketing health check when there are so many changes going on, both contextual and behavioral changes with your consumer and perhaps your business as well. So I want to cover 8 factors to take a look at during your marketing health check. And importantly, I have a quick assessment consistent with the marketing health check that I am happy to send you. Just drop your name in the comments and I'll send it to you via LinkedIn Messenger. So the 8 factors are these. First, category landscape. Take a look around, particularly if your category has really been disrupted as a result of coronavirus, and take a look at, are there emerging competitors? Have the channels changed? Has there been a channel shift, as an example? And what are the implications for your brand or business? Second, take a look again at your brand equity, particularly your tone of voice during this time. I am hearing from several people, even this past week, that a lot of brands are relooking at what's their tone of voice during this time, where they're wanting to make sure that they maintain their brand heritage, but are also adjusting to the community and the societal expectations that we have of our brands right now. The third thing to take a look at is your consumer understanding. Have you checked in with your consumers recently on their changing mindsets and their changing needs? The fourth area to take a look at in your marketing health check is your product and your service lineup. Does that match what you're seeing in the category and what you're hearing from consumers? And do you need to make adjustments? Maybe on the variety that you offer, the proposition, maybe on your pricing, or perhaps, again, the channels that you are using for your products and services. The fifth area is to relook at your marketing plan. Is your strategy still the right one? Is it, oftentimes our marketing plans might be focused on awareness or engagement or conversion, and perhaps you need to adjust that strategy based on the context at which we are now operating in. The sixth area to take a look at is your advertising message, of course. And we're already seeing many brands make adjustments. But once you've really relooked at your marketing plan and the context and the category, it's time to take a look at whether your advertising message also needs to evolve. The seventh area is then obviously your media choices. And the media landscape certainly is changing, right? People are not in their cars as often. People are using far more digital than previously used. And the TV landscape has really changed, where there's less live events, but a lot more news watching, which may cause shifts in your media plan. And then the last area, and this is an important one that I think a lot of people may overlook when doing a marketing health check, is your team capability. Is your team staffed and have the skill set in order to navigate through these changes for your brand and your marketing plan? Perhaps you need to do training, perhaps there's some staffing changes that need to be made, but it's important to take a look at your team capability as well. So again, I have a marketing health check that I'm happy to send you. It's just a simple one page that you can take a look at these areas. I share some questions that you can use to assess whether you have a strength in one of these 8 areas where you can perhaps double down, or perhaps you have a weakness or a gap and you know that you need to address it. And then from there, you can develop your action plan. So that is it for our series. I am continue to be available if you want to talk and dive in further to your marketing health check. If you'd like some expert eyes on your audit or your action plan, just click on one of the Calendly links below to schedule some time. In the meantime, take care.